Welcome to Mind Mechanics Lab, where we decode the most fascinating stories from history, science, and the world around us. Today's discovery will change how you see things. Let's dive in. Imagine a world without Amazon. Hard to picture, right? From that last-minute gift to your weekly groceries, the latest binge-worthy show, or even the cloud infrastructure powering half the internet, Amazon is woven into the very fabric of our modern lives. It started in 1994 with Jeff Bezos in a Bellevue garage selling books online. Today, it's not just a company. It's an ecosystem, a titan of e-commerce, cloud computing, AI, and digital streaming. It's been dubbed the Everything Store, a global force that redefined convenience and expectation, becoming the world's largest online retailer and marketplace. But here's the counterintuitive question. Is this seemingly invincible giant, often metaphorically called the lungs of Earth, for its sheer scale and influence, actually dying? Or, more accurately, is it undergoing a profound, perhaps painful transformation that challenges its very nature? We're not talking about a sudden collapse, but a different kind of mortality. The continuous battle against obsolescence, intense scrutiny, and the relentless pressure to evolve. This isn't just about Amazon's bottom line. It's a masterclass in business psychology, revealing how even the mightiest can falter or be forced to reinvent when the environment shifts. Let's decode the mechanics behind this colossal entity. To understand Amazon's current state, we need to rewind to its origins. Jeff Bezos founded Cadabra on July 5, 1994, in Bellevue, Washington, later renaming it Amazon. His initial vision was simple yet disruptive, an online bookstore. This wasn't a random choice. Bezos strategically picked the Seattle area for its tech talent and proximity to a major book distribution warehouse. From its public launch in July 1995, Amazon wasn't content to stay small. By 1998, it expanded into music and videos, and in 1999, it began selling everything from video games to home improvement items, truly embodying the Everything Store vision. This relentless expansion laid the groundwork for the colossus we know today. Why does this matter now? Because Amazon's history of aggressive growth and industry disruption is colliding with a new era of economic pressures and social scrutiny. Recent headlines reveal a company in flux. Over 18,000 jobs cut in 2023, another 14,000 in late 2025, and 16,000 more in early 2026. Workers, led by the Teamsters Union, went on strike in late 2024. These aren't just minor adjustments. They signal a significant recalibration for a company that grew exponentially during the COVID-19 pandemic, hiring over 100,000 staff in the US and Canada. The question isn't if Amazon is big, but how it navigates these turbulent waters. The core idea behind Amazon's enduring yet dynamic existence isn't just about selling things. It's about relentless disruption and a profound commitment to reinvesting profits into capital expenditures. This isn't a company that hoards cash. It pours it back into expanding its empire, often at the expense of short-term profitability, a strategy that initially puzzled Wall Street. We saw this unfold with Amazon Web Services, or AWS. Launched in 2002, it initially offered APIs for web developers. But by 2006, with Simple Storage Service, S3, and 2008 with Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, AWS transformed into a powerhouse, allowing companies to rent data storage and computing power. This wasn't just a side project. It became the world's largest cloud computing service, a critical revenue driver. Beyond cloud, Amazon's strategy is to penetrate every aspect of the consumer experience. They acquired Whole Foods Market in 2017 for $13.4 billion instantly boosting their physical retail presence. They distribute content through Prime Video, MGM Plus, Amazon Music, and Audible. They produce consumer electronics like Kindle, Echo, and Fire devices. And they're even in self-driving cars with Zoox and satellite internet with Kuiper systems. This sprawling ecosystem demonstrates a core philosophy. If a market exists, Amazon wants to be in it, disrupting it, and integrating it into its vast network. It's an everything store, not just of products, but of services, technologies, and even industries. The sheer scale of Amazon's operation provides undeniable evidence of its colossal impact and market dominance. Consider these numbers. In 2021, Amazon surpassed Walmart to become the world's largest retailer outside of China, a testament to its e-commerce might. This growth was significantly fueled by Amazon Prime, which boasts over 200 million subscribers worldwide, a massive, loyal customer base generating consistent revenue. Beyond retail, Amazon Web Services isn't just a player. It's the world's largest cloud computing service. Twitch, another subsidiary, is the leading live streaming service. Amazon is also the world's largest smart speaker provider. By revenue and market share, it stands as the largest internet company globally. In the United States, Amazon is the second largest private employer and the second largest company by revenue, just behind Walmart. Its website is the 12th most visited in the world, with a staggering 84% of its traffic originating from the US. These figures aren't just statistics. They paint a picture of a company that has not only disrupted but has fundamentally reshaped multiple industries. The 2017 acquisition of Whole Foods for $13.4 billion and the 2022 acquisition of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer further illustrate Amazon's strategy of extending its reach into physical retail and content creation, solidifying its everything store ambition with tangible assets and historical brands. Delving deeper, the psychology behind Amazon's success and its current state of perpetual evolution can be traced back to the mindset of its founder, Jeff Bezos. From a young age, Bezos displayed intense scientific interests and a knack for technological proficiency, famously rigging an electric alarm to keep his younger siblings out of his room. He was a high school valedictorian, dreamt of mankind, colonizing space, and graduated summa cum laude from Princeton in 1986 with an engineering degree. His early career on Wall Street, particularly at D.E. Shaw & Co., a hedge fund focused on mathematical modeling, honed his analytical and risk-taking abilities. This background wasn't just about finance. It instilled a relentless drive, a term he so favored he even purchased Relentless.com, which still redirects to Amazon. The mechanism isn't just about innovation, it's about a culture of long-term vision, even if it means short-term losses, and an almost scientific approach to market dominance. Bezos sought to build an everything store, not just by adding products, but by creating an indispensable ecosystem. He strategically chose Seattle for talent and sales tax benefits when founding Amazon. This calculated, data-driven, and intensely competitive approach has permeated Amazon's DNA, driving its expansion into new frontiers, whether it's cloud computing, grocery stores, or spaceflight with Blue Origin. It's a mechanism built on constant iteration and an insatiable hunger for growth. So where does this relentless psychology and operational mechanism show up in our everyday lives? The applications of Amazon's influence are pervasive. Think about how you shop. From books and electronics to pharmacy items, car parts, and food, Amazon has fundamentally changed e-commerce, making almost any product accessible with a few clicks. This is the direct result of the Fulfillment by Amazon program, launched in 2006, which empowered countless third-party sellers to leverage Amazon's massive warehouse and delivery infrastructure. Beyond shopping, consider digital entertainment. Amazon Prime Video, MGM Plus, Amazon Music, Twitch, Audible, and Wondery collectively offer a vast library of streaming content, music, and audiobooks, directly challenging traditional media companies. Even your smart home likely runs on Amazon technology, with Echo devices and Fire TVs integrating AI into daily routines. If you've ever used a cloud-based service, chances are it's running on Amazon Web Services, AWS, the backbone for countless businesses worldwide. Its acquisition of Whole Foods Market means Amazon's presence extends into your physical grocery shopping, blending online convenience with brick-and-mortar reality. Then there are the less visible, but equally impactful areas. Self-driving cars through Zoox, satellite internet via Kuiper systems, and even consumer electronics, like Kindle e-readers. Amazon isn't just a retailer. It's a utility, an infrastructure, and an entertainment provider, touching nearly every facet of modern consumption and digital interaction. Despite its colossal reach and undeniable innovation, the narrative of Amazon isn't without its significant nuances and criticisms, the very aspects that give weight to the dying metaphor, not as an end, but as a crucible. Amazon has faced widespread criticism for its business practices, including surveillance partnerships, poor worker conditions, and aggressive anti-union efforts, such as the Teamsters-led strike in late 2024 across 4 U.S. states. Environmental harm, anti-competitive behavior, and exploitative treatment of small businesses and suppliers are also persistent concerns. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the company faced protests from workers and legal complaints in Europe over safety policies. More recently, Amazon has been undergoing substantial internal restructuring. In January 2023, it cut over 18,000 jobs, primarily in consumer retail and HR. This was followed by another reduction of 14,000 positions in October 2025 and a further 16,000 corporate layoffs in January 2026, driven by a broader effort to streamline operations and adapt to changing conditions, including AI adoption. Even Jeff Bezos, while still executive chair, began selling off shares, with plans to sell 50 million shares over a year, starting with $2 billion in late 2023. These aren't signs of a company collapsing, but of a titan under immense pressure, forced to shed weight, defend its practices, and navigate a complex, often hostile regulatory and labor landscape. It's a harsh reality check for even the most dominant players. So is Amazon, the lungs of Earth, truly dying? The evidence suggests a far more complex reality. It's not dying in the sense of a terminal illness, but it is undeniably in a constant state of forced evolution, shedding old skin, adapting to new pressures, and facing intense scrutiny. The massive job cuts, the worker strikes, the regulatory battles, and the strategic divestments aren't weaknesses as much as they are symptoms of a business model that thrives on disruption, even if that disruption is internal. Amazon's journey offers a powerful, actionable lesson for anyone in business, or indeed, in life. Success is not a destination. It's a continuous, often painful, process of adaptation. For your own ventures, ask yourself, are you relentlessly reinvesting in innovation, even when it's uncomfortable? Are you willing to disrupt your own processes before external forces do it for you? Are you prepared to face the inevitable criticisms that come with growth, and how will you respond? Amazon reminds us that even with a $239.4 billion net worth for its founder, and a place in the Dow Jones Industrial Average since February 2024, no entity is immune to the forces of change. The true measure of resilience isn't avoiding problems, but how effectively you transform them into opportunities for reinvention. The lungs of Earth are not dying. They are breathing, adapting, and continuously remaking themselves. Embrace the change. or be left behind. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit that subscribe button. New discoveries every Tuesday and Friday. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.